Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to be doing this makeup look right here, and let me show you what the audio version of this video looked like. And if you guys are recreating similar looks, just let me know and tag me in your Instagram or send me your pics through emails or Facebook Messenger, whatever it is. And so this is what it looked like, and it was so hilarious. So I just cut out all the audio and I just did a voiceover. So if you want to know how to get this look right here, then please keep on watching. So we are gonna be doing the priming first, and I used the MAC Fix Plus spray for priming my face, and I had already moisturized my skin with the Clinique Moisture Surge. And then again, for some dewiness going on, I applied some Wet n Wild Dewy Finish Primer from the Photo Focus range, and I also applied it a little bit on my neck as well, so that everything is glowing. And I just kind of rubbed it into the skin using my fingers. And after that, moving on to foundation, I used the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation in the shade 107, and I applied it all over my face using my fingers, because I don't know, this worked the best for this foundation, I think, more than beauty blender or brush. So yeah, I just blended it all out, and I just left the under eye area out because I just wanted look to be very natural. I also set my eyelids using some translucent powder. After that, I did my eyeshadow using the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette, and this is an amazing palette, you guys. I mixed the two browns, which are the transition shades, for my crease, and I blended it out really well on my crease in order to get a very defined eyeballs going on. And then I took the warm shade once again and then kind of like deepened up the crease slightly. And then for my lid shade, I used the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsession palette, and this is the shade that I used, which is a bronzy, goldeny kind of a shade. This is absolutely gorgeous, to be frank, and I'm really regretting that I lost all the audio, you guys. Okay, anyways, I just used the other rose gold shade in order to highlight my inner corners, and then I took the deep brown from the Wet n Wild palette again and just deepened up the crease a little bit more. So once you apply the lid shade, you'll get an idea how to actually deepen up the crease. And I also applied the lid shade once again in order to get the maximum payoff, and blended everything together. So yeah, then that was the base of my eyeshadow look, and after that I just cleaned up the outer edges using a cotton pad. This is a very crucial step. You have to do this, and also just blended out the edges using a fluffy brush so that everything looked beautiful. Then moving on to concealer, I am using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. I had actually said a lot of tips and tricks in this video, you guys, but I just lost everything due to the audio problem. I'm so regretting it. But anyways, we can do this. We can do it later, right? So I'm just applying the concealer in the usual areas where we apply, and I'm just blending it out with the beauty blender. You can also blend it out with your fingers if you want. Then I'm just leaving the under eye area this time as well, because I really want the under eye area to be a little bit blank, just underneath the lash line, not really at the under eye area. Then I'm just setting everything in place, like the concealed areas in place, using the Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder. You can use any setting powder that you have in your collection, not really this one. And with water left on the brush, I'm just blending it out on all of my face in order to set the whole of my face. Then for my lower lash line, I am taking the Maybelline Master Contour palette. I am using the bronzer shade in that palette in order to define the lower lash line. And you can see how beautiful that made the eye look. Like, it really defines the eyes, You have to do it if you haven't really. Then I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Kajal for my tight lining, and I'm kind of like thickening up the lower lash line while doing the kajal, because we really want a thick black kajal look going on, because this is an Indian outfit look, so we really need that thick kajal going on. Then after that, I did my eyeliner using the Faces Canada Magnetized Eyeliner. This is an amazing eyeliner, you guys. I haven't been using this quite a while, so I just thought that I would use that in this video. And after that, I just moved on to my brows, and I'm using the Sugar Cosmetics Arch Arrival Definer Brow Thingy. And first I brushed through the brows, and then I just kind of fill them in. And this is in the shade 02, by the way. And then again, I just brushed through it in order to make the product evenly spread out. After that, I'm taking the highlight shade from the Master Condo palette, and I'm just highlighting the brow bone. As you can see, it really makes a difference. It really kind of emphasizes the brow bone. And then moving on to face again, I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just kind of contouring and bronzing at the same time using that middle shade right here among the contour shades. I'm actually dragging it to the jaw line so that the outer perimeters of my face is really defined. It's so beautiful, like the powder, it blends out so beautifully in every kind of foundation. So I'm so in love with this product, and I know it's an expensive product, but it's worth it, guys, once you use it. I'm also contouring my nose and underneath my lips. Then I'm taking the bright shade, like the brightest shade from that palette in order to highlight my nose, and I'm blending everything out with a beauty blender to make it as natural as possible. After that, moving on to blush, I am using the Palladio blush again in the shade Peach Eyes. This is my favorite blush, you guys know that. And for my highlight, I thought of using a different product than usual, and I am using the Sugar Cosmetics contour palette, I think, face palette. Yeah, and this is in the shade 01, and I'm highlighting the usual areas, and I'm just avoiding the areas around my mouth because I don't do that anymore. And for my lips, I'm using a lip liner from the brand NYX, and this is their Lip Suede in the shade Vintage. And for my lipstick, I went for an orange lipstick, and this is in the shade Tropical Sorbet from L'Oreal. This is my all-time favorite, and also this was the one that I was wearing in that pic that I posted in Instagram. Anyways, I just applied some more highlight in the inner corners, and I then curled up my lashes for mascara. So mascara is the last step that I do in every makeup look just before the setting spray, so that, I don't know, it ties everything together. And also I kind of deepened up my outer V using the deep brown shade from the Wet n Wild palette, and I do this at the end because I know then where to pack it exactly, and we can use the minimal products as well. Then I just applied some setting spray, again the MAC Fix Plus one, and this kind of melts every powder and everything down together and mashes up everything. Then I added a bindi and also some sindoor since I'm married, and this was exactly the look that I was wearing that day, but I have actually kind of like made a little bit more differences to make the look a little bit more Indian festive type. So yeah, this is the final look, and I'm really sorry for not shooting a good montage of, you know, beauty kind of a thing. So anyways, this is the final look. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and take care.